This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would. Been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, 5-8. Silver.
Breeze now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Go set. 18 Gator. 6-6 bullet high. Check three.
Manning now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got four down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check 15.
So after the INT, it's Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Throwing is Manning. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and goal, Manning, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yep.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down.
Hey, Sue.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And incomplete. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Breeze now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Saints nothing.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check.
Now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has He's thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. To throw is Manning, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah. No.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Well, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. Hey, high 7. 31's the mic. Kill. Switch. You draw corkers.
Again, it's Breeze. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On 1st and 10, here's Manning to Barkley on the check down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Manning now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Manning. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Here we go, here we go. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Ready?
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. That one caught by Ellison. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. From the gun, it's Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Yep.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Topper! You ain't doing nothing.
They'll go to Barkley again. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Come up the ball,
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Manning.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
You can hit him underneath now, can't
you? We just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From midfield, here's Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. Throwing now is Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Barkley unable to get away on the 1st down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. on 2nd and 12. Manning out left. Ellison's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Manning. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing is Manning. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Gallman, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 25, check 25. Let's go.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Gallman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Set 18 Gator.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Manning. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run with Barkley. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Easy, opposite.
Breeze to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now, Breeze again. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Manning now to throw. That one caught by Ellison. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
54 Mike. Check, 154.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Get it.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Manning. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's second down.
54. Not here.
Right there, 54.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Target.
Manning looking to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that go.
Here's Manning to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about.